long ago, from time immemorial, heat god and cold god roamed the sky, giving life. Father Forest and Mother Earth ruled below, spreading their teachings and covenants to our ancestors.
And who are they? Our ancestors. How did our lineage appear?
Oh, it's a long story. Sit down, my children and grandchildren. Prick up your ears, praise our gods, and listen to your elders. In ancient times, when the settlers were still far from their ancestral lands, and only gods and spirits ruled this land, the circle of free cats was born. They did not wish to submit to humans, resisting even the tiniest thoughts about it. A special spirit lived within them, which drew them from the settlers' land to sacred and previously unseen paths. Walking their path day by day, they lost their former inclinations, surrendering to Father Forest and Mother Earth. Whether it was a forest spirit or a wood goblin that helped the travelers, they met companions of like mind. Those cats were no different from them in their way of life, and they decided to weave their fates together, setting off on a single path. They sheltered from the rain and the wind in those hidden places where the gods' guidance led them. To the eldest cats, the elders, and the wise women, a sacred message was sent from Mother Earth and Father Forest, which bound all the cats even more tightly and closely. Their wanderings did not last long. The gods pointed to a sacred place where the diverse grasses exude their strengths, where hunting is a sweet pursuit, where Father Forest sings his songs, and Mother Earth gifted the first groves.
And then a free community was formed. Aurekuisa siin Maasakupani Suasuvas Kona our kin, and the instigators and helpers of the elders were the brothers Sun and Evening. They helped, taught, nurtured, and uplifted the community. And then our elders and wise women gathered at the council and decided to appoint more permanent helpers. They chose the Sun and the Evening, and so it has been since then. The elders have supreme helpers, and they themselves have successors being taught wisdom.
Isn't it strange? Ma, Grandma, why then, if we were so united, did our elders allow division?
A graceful view.
Even as a child, you ask insightful questions, but listen further. Our ancestors lived without knowing sorrow. They passed down the covenant of the gods from generation to generation. They defined their own icons, and so they followed the path given by the gods and spirits. But then trouble came. Enemy invaders visited the free lands like a black plague, and there was no other choice but to leave their native lands and go wherever their eyes would take them. Then the end and shadows were already there. They wandered for a long time, and as far as is known, only to die then in the snow and frost. A little river and even a bridge. Oh, and grief fell upon the shoulders of one of the then leaders. But he still, together with the elders and other leaders, led the community through the night and the valley to our current lands. And then he started acting strangely, and soon he was completely amazed by the lake. He began to renounce the community. That's when his sisters went to him. They tried for a long time to reason with him, but he wouldn't listen. His mind became clouded and vanished.
In this boundary he will offend.
The knight and the valley were greatly offended. They took the lakes Wiricads who had renounced and dispersed in different directions from their native place. The elders and wise women then firmly stood their ground and remained on their native side.
And what happened next?
Listen, our leaders split, having made a mistake. Several weeks passed. Night and the valley pulled back. Oh, how they pulled, but our elders could no longer accept them.
Why is that?
Because they divided their kin, and those boys and girls who left with them were not allowed back either, and they were left without their elders. Many troubles fell upon their shoulders, and they decided to send their successors.
The night sent her brother. He was called the Cunning One, and the valley her sister the Grain Maiden.
Did they give them permission to return?
No, two elders took pity and went after them. They could no longer resist the pleas of their children. Upon arriving at night to the valley, they reprimanded them. They started barking at them.
So much so that everyone listened, lowering their sorrowful heads. They said, "You will not be accepted back now. You have shamed your ancestors and your father and mother." The night felt ashamed, the valley felt guilty. But what now? The elders began to teach them wisdom.
And even after that, did they not return?
No, but over time Theseus says the circles became new communities and were named after those hidden places where they found refuge and recreated the sites.
And did they eventually forgive them? But they didn't reunite into a free community. Instead, they remained a single clan, friendly and strong. They just settled in different places.
But not ugly.